Welcome, everyone, to Carol Worldwide. We are here the week before Thanksgiving, and we're going to dive right into it. It looks like people didn't supply us with that much today, so we're going to have to rely on our own wit to get us by this podcast. So
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm not so worried about. I'm actually very worried about that. All right, so Hoffman's chicken salad is back. If you recall, it was not back for a while because they didn't have chicken.
It wasn't up to their standard was the problem.
The
supplier.
Chicken, yeah, the chicken supplier was, not bringing their best fowl forward, and now they are. So it's good news.
The buck stops here.
Oh no! People really like Hoffman's chicken salad, though,
And their egg salad.
yeah.
Which came first?
Oh man!
You really sandwiched that joke.
Oh no!
Get that bread.
Oh my gosh. So I just find all those salads like very off-putting in general, not Hoffman's, but like anything that's like just like a weird mayo gloop, like white people food. I just like am not that interested.
I can see that. Yeah.
It's just like, why is this here? Like, how is it like gloopy?
Yeah, I don't like any of it except I like egg salad. And that's it. This is probably the whitest conversation we've ever had.
I will say that like a really good shrimp salad will draw me in. Like Molly's has a very good shrimp salad. And so I'll do that. I will overcome like aversion to the process because of like the quality of the ingredients in the shrimp. But man, it's also like in the same family as coleslaw. It's like, and we all know why I don't like coleslaw.
Because it's German?
No. Sherri, do you remember about me?
I don't remember why you don't like coleslaw.
Because I used to make like huge vats of it at Long John Silver's. And I got like averse to like just like handling like huge amounts of the stuff. And I never liked it to begin with, but then I was like, it's like the I don't drink till I'm in college equivalent of drinking too much of an alcohol and throwing up. I'm just like overdosed on coleslaw.
Wow.
It's too much.
It got whiter somehow. Conversation.
Somehow it did.
Yeah. So anyway, if you were looking for that at Hoffman's, your national nightmare is over.
Thank goodness.
Did you say national nightmare?
I mean, we're worldwide. I could have said international.
Yeah, you could have.
It's probably there are people in Qatar looking into this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they eat a lot of chicken salad there.
they probably are. They're like, oh, I'm going to be American. Woohoo. All right. So then, Randy, is this new stuff working? You're clicking a lot this week.
Just keep going.
You're clicking a lot. This is involving you.
What?
BB&T, hand of the mayor. The mayor engaged in direct constituency support, explaining the decision to buy and refurbish the BB&T building for the city.
He did.
Yes.
And
In a very polite and articulate way, I may add.
and I would say that it was not well received, or there were a bunch of knuckleheads, or how would you describe it? Like, I thought everything he said made perfect sense, but there was like a few bad apples.
I think there was just one guy in particular, right, who was a dick.
Yeah, he was definitely a dick, I think. I don't fully understand the material they were talking about. The mayor seemed to make a lot of valid, objective points, and the guy was calling him out. And I thought it would be funny to have a mutual friend of ours who is a big stoner to, I was talking to him in a sidebar, and I said, hey, are you medicated? And he said, almost. And I was waiting for him to be peak high, and I was going to have him argue with the other guy and just see how that played out. But the whole thing backfired on me.
He can't type when he's high.
He can. I think he might be one of these weird people who are really lucid when they're high.
Well, bless his heart.
So I told I said to this guy, I said, you are missing 4 key factors in commercial construction and real estate. Mm-hmm. And the guy, I was waiting for him to say, well, what are they? And I was going to tag this other guy and say, well, I'm going to have this guy answer the question for you. Mm-hmm. And the guy answered, yeah, you're probably right. I probably am missing them. So I don't know why
he ruined the joke.
Yeah, I don't know why he was arguing in the first place.
Well, it is the internet. I think that
just for the sake of
the knee-jerk reaction people had was that like the city bought a building for like over $1 million and then spending $4 million to make the building suitable for their purposes, and their reaction was, well, you're only spending like $150,000 a year on rent. You're like going to lose money on this. But
not in the big picture.
Right. I guess the idea is that it would pay for itself after a period of time, and then the city would have the property. So like the rent money is just poof. That's like money into the incinerator.
Right.
Building money is there, and the other factor is that building occupies like a pretty important corner in Westminster. So to have it just like be vacant for years until the right buyer gets it would also be unappealing. And I think they're gonna have aren't they making it a mixed use property?
Do you think I read it? Do you think I didn't read that guy's comments, much less the story. And the comments were longer than the story.
So, but I don't know. Are we in the trust tree, Randy?
Sure. It's just you, me, and our 10,000 listeners.
Well, I think you could have done a better job.
Am I not here?
Yeah, I don't know. Randy.
Are you a listener?
No, I'm not actually.
I think that Randy could have done a better job handing there.
Oh.
Hey, I tried to be manipulative, but I tried to be little Randy. Or Randy Finger, or whatever you wanted to call me.
I thought it was Goldfinger. Or
Try
Little
to
Gold.
use chaos as a ladder and make an opportunity out of it, but
You just need to start hitting the Littlefinger memes. But the Littlefinger. I mean, we're kind of getting things confused. I don't think Littlefinger was ever a hand of the king.
No, never. He was the master of coin.
Master of coin.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but you could definitely do that. You could definitely have done a little more. I mean, trying to get someone engaged in a conversation, that's a little long shot. You should have been doing a little more smoke and mirrors, I think.
I like to go for it.
So, I don't know. I'm just saying that you serve at the mayor's pleasure.
God, that sounds really weird.
You are his hand and you serve at his pleasure.
I don't think you should put those two words together.
That is how it works, okay? You're part of the small council and he can get rid of you.
It's a big council. It's not small. And talking about hands and pleasure and
I wouldn't know. I'm not on the small council or the large council, and I'm not a hand.
check you out.
Okay, so then Randy, I think you wanted to reaffirm your no vegetable position because there's a problem with vegetables in Baltimore.
Yeah, like 7 people got cluster people got E. coli from some pre-made salads.
Well, that's what you get for eating pre-made salads.
From buying them from Sam's Club. So
Was it like a chicken salad?
how about a Costco?
Yeah, or BJ's.
Yeah, well, always BJ's. Oh, the store. Yes, absolutely.
The hand goes to BJ's.
Yep. And the whole salad, it's all a conspiracy because the salad people will taint once in a while some
Big salad?
Big Salad Pharma will taint some local cows and call it mad cow disease and just try to even the score, but you're not going to find this nonsense among the carnivores. It's E. coli and disgusting.
You're still going to have to eat vegetables when you lose the bet.
I don't have to do, well, okay. But, we have a very broad definition of vegetables. Chocolate comes from vegetables.
No. Remember, I'm judge. I'm judge. We're going to, I guess we'll have Sherri prepare a meal. Sherri prepare a meal here for you if and when you lose.
Oh, some garlic roasted Brussels sprouts.
I'll just die. I'll just keel over and die.
Will your family want to watch it?
Oh, they wouldn't want to watch the horror of me eating that.
I
don't know. They're sadists, maybe. One of them married you, so.
I think we should tape it live. Also, we should just the entirety of him eating a salad.
Well, Facebook Live might block our whole page based on what the things Randy says.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah. I'll let the words fly just to get us blocked.
A sore loser.
Yeah.
If you lose.
If you lose.
So far, I'm not losing though. Like it's looking really good that I'm going to win. In fact, a lot of planets would have to align for me to lose right now.
Well, we're going to find out.
You can concede.
I'm not. No, I will not concede.
Then there was someone in Westminster looking for a little help. They needed a tutor for their child. TUDOR.
Right.
They themselves needed a tutor.
Yeah.
And Westminster Online was on top of it.
Yeah. Well, they needed a tutor or maybe a Cape Cod coaching.
How about an Italian Renaissance instructor?
Or a Queen Anne cultivation?
An A-frame advisor?
A rancher rearing?
A mid-century mentor?
A Gothic revival indoctrination?
A French provincial professor?
I was thinking more of an antebellum apprenticeship.
Or a Federalist faculty member?
That would all work.
Yeah.
But instead, they asked for Henry VIII and his ilk. And there was a lot of pictures of King Henry and Tudors and all that sort of stuff. A literate joke from the audience.
I loved it. I was so proud. I really was.
What subject were they looking for a Tudor for?
English history?
Sorry, for what subject?
I don't remember. Maybe they should have been looking for a Stuart, perhaps, but it was English history. But instead, I don't remember. The Tudor typo was just what blew me away, and the universal response that was just like totally not breaking with the joke. It was like 15 comments deep of Tudors.
It was great. It really was.
No educational helpers.
Make that 16 once we post our podcast link.
Well, I haven't checked. I haven't followed it minute to minute, so someone could have actually taken pity on their typo.
Right.
They also could have deleted it. So oh, maybe I should repost this as
And that does happen, unfortunately.
Well, people think better of it, But hats off, bully for Carol Worldwide. We are educated internationally. So then, look, I haven't seen this happen very much. Maybe this person deserves Carroll County Man of the Week. But there's someone who inadvertently turned into a crosswalk, didn't hit anybody, but didn't notice the person that needed the right-of-way, and then posted a Facebook apology to the world, trying to do a mea culpa, admitting their mistake.
So what did they say?
A pedestrone. They almost ran into pedestrone.
Isn't that like a male hormone?
Yeah, I think it's a steroid that you take for when your gums are inflamed.
Well, they tried, okay? Everyone's on their phones here. We're trying to be positive. Keep it in the positive, man.
Are we? Oh, I thought this was make it cynical. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, someone did something good. Unless you want to try to make it cynical.
Oh, on the spot.
Maybe he actually did clip the people, or he got flipped off, or he's afraid that they're going to post something, so he's doing preemptive, what do you call it?
Preemptive strike?
Yeah,
getting ahead of the story.
Strike.
Controlling the story.
He's trying to control the story.
Control the narrative.
Yeah. It's early. I can't think.
I feel I don't know. I don't feel like you'd give if they just said to the person in the white pickup truck, it's like, well, okay, there's 5,000 of us, who cares? I feel like this isn't cynical.
Is that news? A news breaking sound?
I can start doing that for something like that.
Breaking news.
Hit the bar.
I wonder if anybody has ever connected, if somebody said, to the person in the blue truck who almost hit me, I hope you see this and I hope you're satisfied. And then the person responded, oh, hey, that was me.
I am satisfied.
Yeah. Or they just get into it. I don't think I've ever seen that happen where the two people connected.
Misconnections, Carol.
That would be a great thing.
Oh, that would be fun.
But it wouldn't be we made eye contact at Denny's. And it would be more like, you almost hit my car.
Eye contact at Denny's.
Have you noticed there's been a lot of people who are complaining that their cars are victims of hit and run on Pennsylvania Avenue recently?
Yeah, but that does make sense.
Why?
It's a 2-lane road and people drive like they're crazy there, and a lot of college students.
You're blaming the college students?
Just learning how to drive. They're drunk. They're high.
Whoa.
They're smoking the drugs.
Okay, boomer. Okay, boomer.
I'm going to start saying okay boomer to teenagers just to...
I do that to my kids. It drives them crazy.
Good.
Yeah.
We got to do that.
You can't really come back from okay boomer. So that's why it's because by arguing it, you confirm your boomerness.
Yep, because non-boomers calling Zoomers boomers is a total humor bloomer.
I can't even unpack that to know
if Dr. Seuss just show up?
So this is something we've definitely talked about before, but it came up with a lot of commentary. Best cheesesteak in town. I think all the usual suspects were mentioned. I just had it on Tuesday. I'm reconfirming my answer is Roberta.
Stubbies. Oh. But we can't, Rip.
Put the guitar away, okay? We decided we can't do that every week.
All right.
I'm gonna be different and say that there's a great cheesesteak that's a specialty sandwich on the late fare menu at a local restaurant right across the parking lot here. Can I say the name?
Sure.
Oh, it's at Paradiso.
And
it's a thinly cut filet mignon with avocado cheesesteak sandwich. It's amazing.
Wow.
It's called the Michelangelo. And if you ever have the opportunity to try it, it's the best cheesesteak you'll ever have.
I was going to say Genova's.
Yeah, I mean, as far as average cheesesteaks are concerned,
Wow.
we're talking about above and beyond.
Yeah, she talked about ingredients. She's talked about stuff and ingredients.
Getting granular.
She talked about artisanal cooking knowledge. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, what's going on at Birdie's?
Oh, you know what? Something really fun is happening.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know how we were making fun of The Mentalist?
The television show, the hit show that was on multiple seasons?
The actual Carroll County Mentalist, Dan Eckert. He's coming to Birdie's to do a show on Friday, the 13th of December.
Is it adversarial?
No, he's a really good sport about it. He actually is a fan of our podcast.
Oh, okay.
So you can get a ticket for $25, and that includes your reading from Dan or whatever happens that night. If some spirits come through, if we do some mentalism.
Are you suggesting this is going to get sexual?
I mean, it might. I'll be there, so.
Clearly.
Is that so? It's Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Oh man,
Ooh.
What time?
6 o'clock at the cafe. You can buy tickets online at Birdie's Cafe. No, wait a minute. That's not our website. birdiescoffee.com. There'll be a link to go directly to buy tickets there. So your ticket includes your seat, your reserved seat, and a drink. And then you also have the option of getting some food while you're there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How many seats are available?
There are only 30 seats available, so
you're gonna get some serious mentalist time.
Yes, one-on-one mentalist time with Dan. It's gonna be amazing.
Has he mentalist you yet?
I mean, he tried, but I've got my barriers up. So.
Do you have like psychic shields?
I do. I have psychic shields.
She's like Jean Grey.
I am just like Jean Grey.
So.
And this guy's Dr. X.
I don't know.
Professor?
Whatever. He got his doctorate, didn't he?
I don't know. It's always been he just has like a lot of family money in a mansion in Westchester, and he's like, I'm just gonna have a bunch of kids sleep over. This is gonna be fine.
That sounds a little strange.
I mean, that's the premise. There's some powers and some bolts and some stuff, but other than that, some guy turning.
Anyway, you guys should come out for the reading at the cafe. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, give a shout out to Carol Worldwide.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds awesome. Randy, you had some ideas. We're coming up to the holiday season, and you just wanted to talk about some stuff. I don't know if this actually makes sense the way I said it, but too hot for Carol?
Yeah, things that are just that Carol's not ready for.
So it's like everyone's like thinking about what we need in town, and you're just saying there's some stuff that we're not there yet.
It would go over the edge. It all started when I was driving past Mediterranean when they were first building their building. And
you're like, we can't have another pizza place, too much.
The pizza place was fine. Remember, it used to be a bank with a drive-thru? They didn't remove the drive-thru part till like the third phase of their building. And I kept thinking, they better get rid of that because we can't handle drive-thru pizza. We don't have the infrastructure for it. We don't have...
They have drive-thru Mexican at Papa Joe's.
That is...
They didn't close their bank window either.
And that's kind of ridiculous. But drive-thru pizza, we just can't handle. So I thought of other things that would be
Papa
too
Joe's
good.
isn't there anymore.
I know they did, though.
And see, it didn't work.
They imploded. You can't get drive-thru sushi there now.
Things that would just tear a hole in our current sanctum.
Okay. So you came up with some examples?
Yeah. So, for example, another one would be with Mediterranean, in fact, would be Mediterranean having wood-fired pizza. That would be too much. They can't do that. It would cause a black hole. What do you think?
I think we would recuperate.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Or rock salt doing steamed crab delivery.
Oh, my.
Just too much.
And they don't even do steamed crabs right now.
Right. And they shouldn't because...
It's too much.
Yeah, it would be too good.
So this is kind of like your anti-wish list for the holiday season. I like it. Okay.
Birdie's.
Oh, God.
Birdie's. Nitro espresso from Birdie's.
You know, I actually tried that.
Yeah, I bet it's amazing.
It is so good.
You would have too much business from me.
From you.
You would have lines wrapped around the building.
Okay.
We're just not ready for it.
Okay.
I like all these ideas.
Yeah, we're actually into these ideas.
Good. What? Oh, you want them to happen?
Yes.
No.
What if they all happened at once? Then there really would be the great black void.
Yeah, something really, really bad would happen. We can't do that.
All right, keep going.
That was it.
Oh.
Me reading a full article. It just can't happen.
No. Yeah.
That would be too
Randy's
much.
going to read a book.
Oh, I got another one. B-flat barbecue. Hear me out here. Creating Impossible brisket.
Oh, yeah, we don't.
All plant-based brisket.
How would you feel if you ate a brisket under false pretenses and turned out to be plant-based?
That's fine. It's not. It doesn't taste or have the texture of landscaping, so it would be fine.
So it's not really...
Oh, would an Impossible Burger count if I lost the bet?
No.
Dennis?
Well, if you lose the bet, Sherry's going to control the meal that we have together. And then the rest of the day, you're on Scout's honor to eat vegetables. So yeah, for your part of the day, sure. But for Sherry's, I always forget, Sherry Prepari, then no.
Okay.
Sherry Prepari gets to decide everything. She gets to prepare something for you.
God, I'm going to have to open up some new businesses. I'm going to have to. And get like a 1 month lease.
You could open up On Brandy's.
On Brandy's, Sherry Prepari's, Judge Dennis's bench. It's going to all be there.
Stereotypes.
The Stereotype store.
Yep.
That would get a lot of protesters, the Stereotype store.
Mm-hmm. I don't care. I'll take care of them. Me and the barber and I, tutor, whatever.
The barber just gave me some really beautiful chairs for the cafe, so...
Were they charity?
It was charity, yes.
Charity?
Charity.
All right, so speaking of which, Sherry, we still got your top 10 list.
Oh, yes. We do have a top 10.
The top 10 charities in town. We pre-planned the pun.
That would be funny. So, this is a little shout out to that whole kerfuffle with the mayor.
Okay.
These are the top 10 things you can do instead of criticizing your local municipality for purchasing a building. It's a nice, concise title.
I just don't even know if there's anything that could possibly overthrow it. So here we go.
Okay. So number 10, you could start a neighborhood UFO watch.
For the people of Sykesville. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Number 9, you could become a buyer at Home Goods so that men like Randy will understand.
What are they going to put tools in Home Goods?
I mean,
I still wouldn't understand.
Maybe.
If there's anything to make me understand.
Number 8, you could go pick a fight at a Popeyes.
I mean, yeah, that's a place that we expect conflict.
Number 7, you could search the Aldi parking lot for infants in cars. Just make yourself useful.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, this one's for Randy. You could start a business at the mall.
There are several.
On Brandy.
However many is the difference.
Number 5, you could get out of your mother's basement and get some fresh air.
Was that also for me?
Yes. Number 4, you could start a taxidermy business for stray deer heads. There seems to be a need for that.
Yeah.
When you say deer head, you mean a severed
the heads
head, right?
of deers.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't mean if it was a verb or not.
Hand of the king.
Hand of the king wants to know.
Head of the king. What?
You could, for number 3, you could volunteer at the Humane Society to collect all the rabid raccoons.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how the raccoon would feel about that, but
Leave us out of it, right?
he's back. Dear God. Now, number 2, you could take a jiu-jitsu class to learn to protect all the women of Carroll County from frozen pizza attack.
That is very comprehensive.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, maybe instead you would take a dodgeball class.
Oh.
You just like catch the peaches.
That's true. You could catch them, or you could learn to fling them at the transgressors.
Yeah, maybe ultimate frisbee. You'd just like take it and like flip it right back.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles wouldn't let that happen to a pizza or a woman. I'm just saying. So go on.
Number 1, you ready?
Okay.
You guys ready?
I'm not really, but I'm gonna get through it.
The number 1 thing that you could do, other than criticize the city council for their decisions, is take a trip to Shoppers and get yourself laid. Because obviously
Wow.
that's what you need.
Well, I will say you could also just like participate in the actual venue of the city council.
Yeah, that's really not very funny, though, Dennis.
By the way, I did find out getting laid at Shoppers is forbidden in the produce aisle.
Because of E. coli?
That's more of a
Yeah.
carnivore thing. You gotta go do that.
Yeah.
You have to go to the frozen meat section for that?
You got to go to the butcher.
do some sausage work.
Ugh. God.
Yeah, just if it's ground sausage, you're in trouble.
God.
Yeah.
And there's breakfast.
I don't know what you're eating, hand of the mayor, but a lot of ground sausage, bangers in the mouth, and whatnot. So,
There's our title.
well, that's an old Arrested Development quote. I mean,
okay.
but you can still use it. I mean, I'm referencing the classics. It's fine.
So
We done?
don't forget, guys, to go to birdiescoffee.com. Get your tickets for The Mentalist, December 13th, 6 o'clock. Love
We'll put
to
a
see
link
you
up.
there. Thank you.
Link in a written announcement.
Yeah, does he have like a World Wide Web platform or Facebook page?
You know, I could probably find out.
We can put that in the show notes.
I'm sure he does.
Or the post on the Facebook.
The Facebook.
I gotta talk to you something on Brandy after this.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Are you serious? Or are you just gonna run out the door?
This is my place. I can't run out the door.
I don't know about you. All right, I'm done. I'm Dennis Twig.
I'm Randy Goldstein.
I'm Sherri Hausfeld Joseph.
See ya.